Welcome back, YouTube, to the channel. Today, we are ranking all the 5-star character burst animations in Genshin Impact. Because I've realized that I think almost every Genshin content creator has a video on that, and I have never done that. And I thought it'd be fun, because the world needs to know some guy's opinion on what these pixels do in game and how cool they look doing it. That's what we're gonna do today. Here is the tier list right here. This is what it looks like. It has every character. It's just gonna be 5-star characters today, because obviously 4 stars don't have an animation.
みんな頑張ってね
5 stars, S, A, B, C, D. And again, this is my personal opinion. If I say Zhongli's is D tier and you're like, and you go to my comments, you're like, Doro, actually, you're factually wrong. It shouldn't be D, because the animations that they use is from Unreal Engine 4, and it actually should be A tier. I'm not saying that if you think the one I put in D tier should be S tier. I'm not shitting on you, all right? It's my opinion on what I think looks cool, okay? I found this video by VK on YouTube. The only most recent one is from 5 months ago. So it's probably missing Nuvolette and Farina, but I'll find those videos when we get there, all right? So Jeans first.
Hear me.
Okay, Jeans. Ooh, let me repeat that actually.
Wind, hear me.
Now, okay, I think Jeans is pretty cool, but it's kind of basic. I'm a sucker for when it zooms in on someone's face and they like turn their sword, you know? That's always really cool to me, but it's kind of basic. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think C tier is a good place for it. Holy hell, this is not in order, so, oh God, where's Jean? Next to Lisa. That doesn't help me. Where's Lisa? Oh, right here, thank you. All right, next one, who's next? I already know.
Retribution!
I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna put that in D tier, dude. It's just kind of like meh to me, dude. It's just like, it's just like, oh, cool. It could be cooler, so definitely D tier. And especially in comparison to other characters, it definitely goes under D tier. Come on, we gotta get some A's and B's in here. Oh, God, Cleve. That one really doesn't do it for me either. I think it's C tier. It's cool. She's like, and then like... Personally, I feel better putting it in C next to Jeans, in my opinion. Oh, Mona. Mona's is a good burst. I think that's an A. I love her burst so much. I think it's so badass. Like the camera turns around her face and she's like, if anything, a high B, but personally, it's an A. It's very flashy, and I love how like everything turns into like stars and space. Like, look how gorgeous that is, dude. Albedos.
Feel this ancient power.
Okay, I like Albedos, but I think it's a B tier. I think it's like really badass when he's like, feel this ancient power, and then he's just like, I don't think it's as good as Mona's. It's definitely better than Jeans and Cleese. I think B tier, B tier. Eula.
Vengeance will be mine.
I'm gonna put it in A. Whenever I do Eula's burst, I feel like I'm about to up, dude. Vengeance will be mine. And like just like the spinny flip thing. Love it.
Think you can get away?
Where do you think I'm gonna put Venti's? B, C, C. You guys are gonna be surprised where I put his. Venti, for me personally, has an S tier burst animation. I know it's a hot take, but for me personally, I think it's really fucking cool when he does it. I like how he like flips the bow and just like from the angle to the colors. I love his burst animation so much. Even though I don't really use Venti that much, this Twink's burst animation is it's an S tier. I like it. I like it. It does something for me. I think it's really cool. Okay, Kaching is next. And before we continue with the video, I just want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor, Warhammer 40,000, Tacticus. Tacticus is the definitive tactical mobile game for Warhammer 40,000, set in the grim darkness of the far future. Collect, upgrade, assemble, and lead over 50 champions of the Imperium, Chaos, and Xenos in quick battles on the go. Discover the Warhammer 40,000 galaxy and lead your team to victory. Recruit champions from 13 playable factions and join a passionate community of gamers and Warhammer fans. Fight anytime and anywhere in fast-paced PvE campaigns, tightly competitive PvP battles, and also in massive collaborative boss fights under your guild banner. Fight against or strategize with other players in high-stakes battles. With tactical battlefield gameplay at its heart, Tacticus introduces beautiful and detailed hex battlefields inspired by the Warhammer 40,000 universe. The smooth gameplay with the high production value and responsive UI invites you to enjoy the fast-paced battlefield gameplay in the palm of your hand. Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus is available on the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store. So if you want to join the battlefield, click the link in my description below. Thank you to the Warhammer team for sponsoring us today. Let's get back to the video.
Nowhere to hide.
I'm gonna be putting Kaching in S tier. I have always loved her burst animation as well. It's sick, dude. It does everything I like. It like zooms in on the face, like all badass. Hold on, let me play it in slow motion, maybe.
Nowhere to hide.
Dude, that's badass. Electricity and how she's just like, I'm just like, dude, it does everything I like. S tier for me for Kaching. Chi-Chi's next. I forgot what her burst looks like.
Opening box of Adeptitrix.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, but Chi-Chi has a really like sick burst animation in my opinion. I like this part where she's like, I think it's pretty cool, dude. I think I'm gonna put her in B. I wanna say A, but like, it's like a high B, low A, you know? Okay, Hu Tao is next apparently. I think I'd put it in B. It just doesn't do it that much for me. Like whenever I do it, I'm just like, okay, like I did it. I don't know, for me, it's just not like, oh my God, like this is so cool when I do it. You know, I don't feel that way. How dare you, it's A. I'm sorry. This is my opinion. Ooh, Ganyu.
This is long overdue.
Where do I put Ganyu?
This is long overdue.
I'm thinking maybe A. How it summons an orb that like just does like icicles down. It's getting bumped up to A. I think it's cool. I like it. It's better than Hu Tao's in my opinion. Sorry.
Do your master's bidding.
I love Shenhe's. Is it S tier though? I don't think so. But let me watch it in slow motion. Like look. Like the smoke effects and stuff. I think A, but it's not like on the level for me personally where it's like Venti or Kaching where I'm just like, yeah.
Taking a turn for the better.
My man Baiju goes in an S tier, bro.
Taking a turn for the better.
I don't know. It's something about how he like is so majestic with like what he's doing and how the camera pans in on him when he does it and then goes. I think it's sick. I'm going off of my opinion, what it does for me personally when I burst, you know? What? Like, how do I feel after bursting? What the fuck? S tier. Huh? What do you mean? What'd I say? You guys have a dirty mind. I didn't say anything bad.
Lament!
Easy. Xiao goes into D tier. I think it's one of the worst burst animations in this game. I think people simp over this character way too much. It's D tier, bro. It's a horror. I'm joking. I'm completely joking. Now, I don't know, man. For real, okay, without the bit, being for real, I want to put it into S tier because I do love the animation, how like the mask comes down and he's like, lament, and like the cool like black foggy smoke and his demon mask. I just wish it was longer. I usually like it longer. You know, I'm going to put it in A tier. It's just lament and it's just like, it's done. You blink and it's done. All right, let's see who's next.
Here comes the catch.
I like it, but do I like it enough to be an S tier burst animation? I'm gonna put it in A. I feel better putting it in A. It's a great burst animation. Ooh, you know what? Something I never noticed though. Watch this. When you do that, look at that. The strings. That's actually really good animation. I never realized that. When the strings break, you can see how like they're like loose now, like loose strings, and how they kind of just fall down. Oh, I never noticed that.
Riptide. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Chat, I'm sorry. It's a C tier. He deserves such a more badass animation than what he gets, dude. I love Tartaglia. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I like using him. And his burst animation sucks. I think it should be better for how badass he is, dude. Like, what is that? It's boring. In my opinion, of course. He deserves better.
Osmanthus.
I will.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go back. Oh, that was funny.
Osmanthus.
I will have order.
Okay, we all know where he's going, bro. Zhongli is an easy S tier for me. When I do his burst, I'm like, yeah, yup, it's so badass, dude. Like, let me, hold on.
Man, I will have order.
And especially when he says, I will have order, it's sick. S tier for me, easy. Coco. Let me slow it down. I think A tier. I think it's a really cool burst animation. I think it's gorgeous. I think it fits her very well, but not S tier.
Here comes the fireworks.
Okay, now Yoimiya, I think B tier. I think B.
Here comes the fireworks.
But the thing is, I think her burst animation is extremely fitting. Extremely fitting for her character, you know? I don't know what else you would be able to do to make it, like, better, but I think it's B tier for me. I love you, Yoimiya, though.
Adorn my night.
Where do you think I'm gonna put this one, bro? S tier. S freaking tier, dude. He doesn't just take out his sword, right? It's a slow unsheathing. You see how like the leaves are like floating around and stuff? Dude, easy S tier, in my opinion. He'd probably have one of the best burst animations in this game. Ayato.
Kamisato Aki. Suiyu.
I know where I'm putting it. Me personally, I believe Ayato has an S tier burst animation. It's the way he's holding the sword, right? And like how he's like slowly raising it and how the camera's zooming in on him.
Kamisato Aki. Sweet.
I never noticed that either. Hold on, he cuts the leaf in half. Then it's like the cool water droplets that you get around you. I love it, dude. Ayaka. Every time I do her burst animation, I think it is so awesome. Oh, I never noticed that. She has her sword, she raises it, but the sword slowly becomes shorter and shorter and shorter. I never knew that. I think it's a really cool burst animation, but if you're watching this on YouTube, just know I'm teetering between S and A, and I'm just gonna to be safe, A tier. All right.
Nothing.
I don't even need to watch it. S tier. And if anything, it's one of my personal favorite burst animations in this game. I think it's one of the coolest ones. I don't even use her that much anymore, but it is probably the most badass one that we have in Genshin Impact. Watch this.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge right now. Nothing lasts forever.
When she first got announced, I remember this. I even said in a video or something, I'm pulling her just for the burst animation. And even to this day, she has one of the coolest, if not the coolest burst animations. Let's watch it in slow motion.
Nothing lasts forever.
This is such a perfect angle. And it's kind of like a slow motion, how her hair flips around. And she's kind of like... and her eyes are glowing. You see like the foxtails. Oh my god, it's everything about it. Oh. Also, we get Saibu.
Oh, coming through.
Ooh, Ito. I do love that burst animation a lot. Hold on, slow it down. Oh, that's awesome. You see like the Oni right here. Yeah. And he's kind of like mirroring Ito. Ito's doing the same pose. You've got like the really cool effects back here. He gets this giant like club. He's still got noodle arms, but he's got his abs right here. I'm gonna put A. I'm hesitating. Someone said it in chat and I agree. If I'm hesitating this much, it's A.
Cry louder.
You guys are gonna be so mad at me, bro. It never really did anything for me. I don't know.
Cry louder.
I think they would have done something cooler for him, honestly. Like, yeah, okay, cool. He stomps on you. Cry louder. It's a B tier for me. I'm sorry.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Where do you think I'm gonna put that one, Chad? Come on now. I think Raiden Shogun has one of the best burst animations in Genshin Impact. She pulls a sword out of her tits, out of her boobs. There's no question about it. I feel like I just got transported into an anime. I put my boobs together and I go, shit. Like, dude.
Inazuma shines eternal.
And like how her sword kind of like cuts like a little rift in the air. That is badass. All the cool effects that are happening. Bro, for me, I love it. It's S tier for sure. I don't think anyone would disagree with that one, but all right, who's next? Ooh, Tainari.
I hear everything.
I ain't gonna cap, dude. I think it's kind of basic. Maybe like it's like a low A, high B. I think B's a good place. It doesn't really do anything for me. Like I don't feel like, oh yeah, here we go, baby. Nip it in your butthole.
Hey, yo.
It's an eh. I like it.
Through me, justice is served.
Where do you think I'm putting that one? Yeah. For me personally, he turns literally into a Power Ranger. He does like a morphing sequence, dude. Every time I do his burst, I feel like, yep, it's morphin' time, baby. Let's go. I turn into an Electro Power Ranger. Like he does like the cool like claw thing, and then you just hear the oh, like
Through me.
and how the eye, like it's dark, and then the eye then goes ding. Like, dude, come on, man. That's so badass. It's not S tier. Let me slow it down a little bit. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's okay. I think they could have done something more badass for him. I'm gonna put it in B.
This dance is for you.
Okay, so personally for me, it's gonna be between S and A. First and foremost, I absolutely love the starting angle. How the camera's coming down on her from above and she's kind of like twirling and you see like the leaves, the flower blossoming. That's my favorite part, where it like slows down and her eyes are glowing and she's doing like this little, love that. And then this, dude, how the water and the, it does like a flower and it kind of explodes. Oh, dude, I love it. I'm putting her in S tier.
Gloves off.
All right.
Gloves off.
I personally love Dea's, but I'm gonna put it in A. Like the power kind of gets sucked into her fist and then she's just like, yeah, let's go, dude.
Temple of Wisdom.
D tier. No, I'll put it in C tier. I'll put it in C tier because I'm joking. It obviously is an S tier one, dude, in my opinion. I love her burst animation so much. I was about to get canceled, chat. I love her burst animation. It's so majestic, but badass in the same time. I love how the camera pans and how she's like opening her eyes and like her eyes are glowing and it's kind of like looking up at like heaven and like the shining light, dude. Oh my God. And then like this angle right here, how it's like you see like the gigantic temple and she's so small in comparison, which really shows how fucking humongous this thing is. I love it, dude. It's gorgeous. Lenny's burst. Where would you put that, chat? Personally, it goes in an S tier. I think it's so good. It makes me excited for further characters because I think almost all the Fontaine characters' burst animations are like really good, dude. So it starts off with like a black screen, right? And he takes his hat off, flips it, and then you get like these floodlights, dude. Like a magic show, which is so fitting. And then like you see all the cards kind of flying out of him. The cat comes out and like spins towards you. And then you become the cat, and then you can like go around as the cat, dude. I think that's such a cool burst animation. Definitely S tier for me. Risley. Okay, burst. Bro. In my opinion, and you guys know this, right as they showed his burst animation, I instantly went feral for it. I think it's one of the coolest burst animations in the game. It's one of my personal favorites. Look, he throws the glove up. He turns around, he starts his punch already. The glove gets put on his arm, and then the jets come out, dude, and he's like, it's so badass, dude. It's amazing. I love that burst animation so freaking much. It is S tier, S tier, S tier. We got Nuvolette and Farina. Let's do Nuvolette first. All right, this is burst. I hate putting all the Fontaine characters in S tier, dude, but like, dude, it's gorgeous. You hear like the church bell, it zooms in and it zooms out from him, which I love, dude. He looks godly.
私は帰ってきた
He's a god. I mean, he's a dragon. Easy S tier for me. I love it.
世界を熱狂の渦に
I will say that it is beautifully animated. I love like the little like show carnival thing going on, and like her little, you see like her little minions, like a little show, and then like you just see like all like the rain droplets and stuff. Beautifully animated. Me personally though, it's A tier. That's the tier list. That's the finished product. We only have one character in D, and it's D-Luke. And then C, we've got Jean, Klee, and Child. And then everyone else is B or above. So I think I did pretty good. That's my tier list. Let me know in the comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube, what you think, what you disagree with, what you agree with, what ranking you would put your characters in. Again, this is all my opinion. This is just for fun. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you at the next one.